Lauren Winter from Brick House in the City joins us today on The Gist. Thanks for being with us, Lauren.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, tell us a little bit about your business and how you got started with it.
Well, I actually started my business with a newborn at home. I've always been passionate about arts, and art is a way for me to kind of take care of myself, but that became very hard with a baby. I breed non-sleepers, so by the time I would get her down for a nap and I would get out my paints or charcoal and I would start to get into something, she would wake up and then I would have a huge mess on my hands. So my husband suggested to me, like, why don't you try a digital form of art, which I had never done before. So I bought a $30 graphic design class and taught myself graphic design in all my spare time. And I loved it. I fell in love, and I started to create art prints based off wisdom from the saints. And from there, I started making apparel. And then things kind of snowballed into where we are today, where we're selling apparel and devotionals and stuff for the home. And it's been a beautiful ride that I definitely could not have predicted when I first started doing this 7 years ago.
That's awesome. And do you do all the creative stuff yourself, or do you have other people who work with you?
I do. So I create all the designs for all our products. I do all the graphics. I write all the captions. But I've been slowly adding people to help with the logistic parts of the business that I'm not as great with. I love the creative stuff. That's what sets my heart on fire. But the logistical stuff makes me want to cry sometimes. It's a lot. So I've had people come and help me with that kind of stuff because I don't have a degree in business. So I'm learning as I go, and I've had some people come on and help me with that. And I have a wonderful friend, Cameron, who writes our devotionals for us, and she's absolutely amazing.
That's so great. It's so smart to outsource the things that are not necessarily a strong suit. Who are the products for?
I would say our products are for Catholic women and the people that they love. So we primarily minister to women, women at all walks of faith, young women, older women, everyone in between. And of course, part of that is having stuff for people that they love, so we create these products for women, but we also have apparel for men and tees for kids and stuff for the home. And we love growing and finding new things and new needs that we can expand into. But we love to make a home for the Catholic women all across America.
That's so awesome. What's been your most popular item that you've had online?
I would say our shirts have been our most popular item. I would say specifically Mary stuff. Everyone loves Mary so much, which is great. I love her too. Our best-selling shirt is our Stella Maris shirt, which says "Strong Women Make Waves," which I love that's our best-selling shirt. Our devotionals have sold so well. This is our first year doing them, and it was so cool to be able to go deeper with our community. And we came out with a product this fall, a fidget rosary for kids to pray with, and that, of course, everyone's always looking for ways to get those kids into prayer. And those have done really well. And I keep one on my desk because I love fidgeting with it. I see what all the hype is with fidget toys. And those have sold really well too. So yeah, everyone loves Mary though.
Yeah, that's so great. It's very clever to kind of be aware of what's popular in the culture and then kind of relate it back to faith-oriented. I know like the fidget stuff is huge right now. So that's gorgeous. How has your faith influenced your art?
I mean, I would say I was raised in a very Catholic family. My mom's a youth minister. My dad's part of the team. I grew up listening to audiobooks on the saints with him in the car. And so I've always just been in this environment where I got to see the diversity of the saints and the gift that Mary is to the church and the Eucharist. My faith has always been a big part of who I am, and I think having children also compounded that for me in wanting to create a beautiful environment for them where they could really dig into the faith as well.
Yeah, and so that kind of answers my next question, but I'm really curious, like, what is your hope for people who use your products in their everyday lives?
So my big dream is that one day something I make would be a relic at a shrine of a saint. So that is my dream. I will probably be dead by the time that happens. But I think that would be so amazing. I just hope that the things that I make can encourage people throughout their day and keep them focused on Christ and the beauty of our faith. So I know personally, like if I'm having a day, if I wake up anxious, I'll grab my mental health patron litany tea. Or if I just feel like I need Mama Mary, I'll grab one of my Marian teas. And having that daily reminder, like when I look in the mirror and I'm reminded of the beauty of our faith, it really encourages me and keeps me focused, and it brings me peace. So I hope that other people experience that too. And it's also a really great tool for evangelization. I've worn my shirts to doctor's appointments, and they'll say, "Oh, are those like your siblings?" You know, on the litany shirts, or they'll ask questions, and sometimes they're Catholic and sometimes they're not. But it always, you know, there's always really fruitful conversations that can come from just wearing a Catholic t-shirt.
Yeah, it's such a great evangelistic tool, and I know it's lovely when we have opportunities, you know, options of the kinds of beautiful images in our home that draw us closer to Christ and to His beautiful church. Where can people find more and buy your beautiful Catholic products from Brick House in the City?
You can find us at www.brickhouseinthecity.com and on social media at Brick House in the City.
Awesome. Lauren, thank you so much for being with us, and keep up all the good work.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.